Do you internally track over time if they stay with the franchise that they were initially matched with?
Yes, we do, because that is firsthand information for me to understand if the brands I have in my inventory are the brands that I want to keep in my inventory. One thing when a candidate starts exploring the brand and we are the best thing since sliced bread, yes, everybody says that, let's do the due diligence. We do that. They get into the brand, and then the proof is in the pudding. If they are able to continue year over year, where and by the way, none of you have asked me this. This is a question I get all the time. How much money am I going to make? And the answer is, I have absolutely no idea. And I will say that to you. Number one, it is illegal for me and my team to share any sorts of earnings claims with candidates. We absolutely cannot do that. Now, that said, does the candidate actually get that information by the time they are ready to make a decision? They will go through a very specific part of this due diligence process that's called validation. Validation is where the brand that they're investigating will say, we've now been talking to you for a couple of weeks. You are now at a point in the due diligence process where we will introduce you to existing franchisees in our system currently. You, the candidate, are going to talk to the franchisees in that system to understand a whole host of things, including, are you making money? When did you break even on your investment? When did you reach profitability? So that's information that we try to track. And then as the candidate, now a franchise owner, moves through their journey as a franchisee, almost every candidate that I have placed in a franchise, I have stayed in touch, with the exception of maybe 2 or 3 who are no longer franchisees. Now, why are they no longer franchisees? One gentleman, he came in, he had come into a lot of money and he decided he wanted to get a franchise. He came in and very quickly made the decision that the franchise did not know how to run that particular business, but he did. So unwillingness, Bob, you laugh. There's literally 2 reasons why somebody will fail in a franchise. Unwillingness to follow the playbook. That was him. The second, older lady, lovely as can be. She came into the system just as she was getting ready to make money. She had a slew of pretty rough things happen to her in her personal life. And at that point, she made the decision she was going to step away. She couldn't handle the family and the business at the same time. So, inability to follow the playbook at that point. When you've done the due diligence and you've identified the brand that is the fit for who you are and who you want to be in this world, in your capacity as an entrepreneur, when you've done that and you are willing and you are ready to follow the playbook of this brand that you are saying yes to, you have a very high probability of being successful in that business. If there's one thing that I tell every candidate that comes to us, it is that you must bring your discernment to this work, because what we offer you is a very disciplined exploration process. I want you guys to get excited. You must be excited. God, this is the rest of your life. You're going to be doing this thing for a long time. I want you to be excited. But then I want you to take that excitement and put it to the side. We want to delve into the financials. There's a part of the process where you are going to review what's known as the franchise disclosure document. This is the legal document that, among other things, also has what's called the earnings claims. How much money are people in the system making? I'll give you a little window into just how granular we get. When my candidates get into the part of the due diligence process where they're talking to franchisees, I tell every single one of them, when you get into your next call with the franchisor representative who's leading you through this process, here's what I want you to ask them. I'm now getting ready to step into validation and speak to existing franchisees in your system. I'm really excited to do this. Here's what I would like to do, please. Can you, and you can go with whatever number you want, it doesn't really matter to me. You want, let's pick 3. I want 3 franchisees that are at the top of their game. They are absolutely killing it. They are top performers. I want 3 of those. And then, very importantly, I want you to give me 3 franchisees that are struggling. They haven't done well. When a candidate receives the FDD, there is a list of every franchisee that ever came into the system, including ones that have exited. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Franchisor Rep, as we review the FDD, can you share with me? I saw in the last 12 months you had 20 closures, 20 locations shut down, 20 franchisees left your system. Can you walk me through what happened? So again, do not buy the hype. Don't buy into the headlines. Be very deliberate about the questions you're asking. As much as you can, step into your future self as a franchisee and say, okay, well, if I was a franchisee of ABC brand, what am I doing on the daily? Oh, I'm expected to manage the P&L. I'm expected to hire and fire. Whatever the things are. Can you really, really, in your mind's eye, see yourself doing those things? If there's any hesitation at all, that's really good feedback. This may not be the right brand for you, right? So these are the kinds of things that we coach our candidates on as we take them through the process with us. It's like anything else in life. There's the good, there's the bad, there's the ugly. But I think this is where we truly need to have the discernment to understand, what franchise should I buy? Wrong question. Who are you? Who are you and what are you looking to create? The answers to those questions can give us a lot of information on the front end that allows us to then present brands in front of you that actually answer the 2 questions that you asked.